Alright guys, this one, I'm Zaysen of the Quest ECSS. Uh, this one was since the rescue, or since the fundraiser in January. Um, this particular brothel had been on our radar for quite some time. Unfortunately, it was run by several government officials, and this makes our mission quite difficult because of the fact that it's under the protection of government officials, and also its location uh, is in a very small village where everybody knows everyone's business. It is imperative that we take our time here and we keep the identities of those in the village who are helping us by providing us with critical or crucial information. Uh, we have secured a safe house that is far enough away in the distance to assure the safety of the children once rescued. However, due to an open area surrounding this village, our team must be incredibly accurate with the escape route. Many travelers pass through this particular brothel, and the girls are kept inside, are suffering due to the lack of food and medical treatment amongst their daily burden of being a prisoner to sex traffickers. This brothel is a major source of income for this tiny village, so we may have many enemies here on the lookout, and to keep their commodities protected. I prefer using product because that's the way they look at it. Foreseeing that several things could go wrong, our commander of this operation put several options in place to use if we needed it. It is beneficial to our rescue missions to try to work with local officials as much as possible. In a peaceful situation or based manner, for example, several years ago, we were able to close down 6 child brothels in a town due to peaceful negotiations. This strategy has kept the brothels away, and local villagers now chase the gangs away from bringing the brothels back. With this peaceful strategy in mind, 3 of our team went to meet with the chief, who sees himself as the police, and we negotiated a way for him to retain his position in the village while we rescued the girls without a fight. In other words, we made a deal with him to look the other way. At the negotiated time and day, we simply walked in plain clothes with some volunteers and collected the girls and took them to safety. The chief kept his promise as we rescued 7 children. Unfortunately, they were in worse shape than we had anticipated. So we decided to take them to a safe house that was closer, where they could be cared for until they were stronger to move. To ensure that this brothel is no longer used, we have implemented a game plan that encouraged more tourists to visit this village, which will uplift the economy here, which will in turn satisfy the current chief or his intent to start a new brothel. He will be replaced. Thank you all. Without the fundraiser, rescues like this one aren't going to happen. Uh, Sometimes it's just necessary to do things and get things that we need, because we have the intention when we go in there that nobody gets hurt, including the bad guys. So in order to do that, we have to plan very carefully, and we have to execute exactly as we had planned. So anyway, back here, the ages of the rescued were 6 to 13, and the previous total was 1,436. Now our grand total at this point is 1,443. The Quest additions to our cause in January 2019, the fundraiser is what I was talking about there. This is an update, and I'm very happy about it since the fundraising event. Rescue Children is just the beginning. after the dangers of the missions of the rescue, we place the children in orphanages or homes to heal, feel safe. They can go to school, eat, receive the therapy that they need, and acclimate back into the social system where they are accepted. Our team members are at each one of these places 24/7 and it comes from their own pockets. They help around the place with repairs, cooking, whatever they are needed. Uh, we we just don't have the funds to pay for the girls' monthly cost, which averages around $20 a month. So in turn, for them taking in our kids, uh, which is a heavy burden to them, we do whatever we can. Uh, Many of our places are non-Buddhist and they're not supported in any way by those governments. They are on their own, but still have strict codes by the governments, even more strict than what the Buddhists would be. We have flooded these places with our rescued kids and have never been able to pay, yet uh, they take them in unconditionally. There are 4 of these places that are in disrepair, and the repairs needed are beyond us, along with proper paperwork for legal operations. These 4 will soon be closed if not brought up to code. We have done a great job in delaying that process. Um, since the fundraiser, we have created a plan, specific directions with use of the funds. This month, 2 of those places will have a new sewer system, additions to existing buildings for more kids, and safe construction. Kitchens will have walls that satisfy the government and documents. We are able now to make the necessary roof repairs, update the bathrooms, and tons of smaller things like installing mosquito nets over the beds. We are now also to supply the kitchen with much needed pots and pans for cooking. Ones that they were using, they were just like makeshift. Um, so also, most importantly, right now is the fix the flooding problem. That will get worse as the rains come. Thankfully for the fundraiser in December, again, thank you all. We are able to do this building as well as the other 2 next month. So thanks again. Bless all of you.